Hi, my name is Logan Dunham, and I'm from the Center for Civic Engagement, and I'm here with New York State Assemblywoman Donna Lupardo. Thank you so much for being here, and let's get started. My first question, why are you running for New York State Assembly, and if you are reelected, what will be your top priorities for the city?
So I've served in the state assembly for a long time. I was elected in 2004. My first session started in 2005. Might be a little helpful to have some background before I explain to you why I'm running again. I moved to this community to attend graduate school at Binghamton University from New York City. And then after I got done with that, I stayed on as an adjunct lecturer for 10 years, waiting for a full-time teaching position to come along. And after there were some higher education cuts in Albany, I spent the next 15 years, after losing my teaching position, the next 15 years doing community mental health work and learning about important issues that were facing our community, not just around higher ed and mental health, but environmental issues as well. So I've been working on a whole series of concerns and issues for the last 20 years, anchored primarily in my experience at Binghamton University, but also having worked for a nonprofit and then spending one term as a county legislator, bringing all that experience to the Capitol to try to do good for our community. Two things have been my primary focus. One is on economic growth, is to try to find a way to bring our community's economy back after we lost all of our manufacturing jobs, most of them, and also improving our quality of life, making sure we have good healthcare, public safety, good schools, one of the best university systems, and certainly in the country, best public higher education institution in the state, as far as I'm concerned. And also, healthcare and childcare, all the things that matter. So I have a really good record to run on, and I still feel I can contribute because of my experience and also my seniority in the assembly.
Absolutely. I definitely do agree with the Binghamton statement. So my next question is, what committees do you currently sit on, and how is your membership on these committees representative of the interest of your constituents?
So I've stayed on the Committee for Higher Education right from the beginning, obviously because of my commitment to Binghamton University and to students and student life. I also have served from the beginning on the Transportation Committee, not just because I'm interested in making sure our roads are safe, but also airports, bridges, tunnels, trucking, automobiles, you name it. I'm involved with transportation concerns at all levels. And I'm also on the Economic Development Committee, again, very important to our area because we want to promote economic growth. Currently, I chair the Committee on Agriculture and Food, which was extremely useful and helpful during the pandemic when we lost a good chunk of our food supply chain. We had a lot of problems that we needed to solve. The other thing that's helpful on that particular committee is food insecurity. It's helpful that I'm focused on a whole host of issues having to do with the economy and also on poverty in general in our community. So I've taken the Committee on Agriculture and Food, not just from production agriculture, but to focusing on the whole supply chain, from honoring our farmers right all along the line to getting food to market and making sure food is accessible in our food pantries and supporting our markets, farmers markets as well. So that's sort of the big stuff. I'm also, of course, on some leadership committees because of my tenure in the assembly. I'm on the rules committee, which basically decides which bills get voted on the floor. And I have some other assignments as well, but those are the big ones.
Yes, that brings me to my next question. How will you support economic growth in the area if you are reelected? The child poverty rate in Broome County is 25.1%, according to the U.S. Census Bureau 2022 American Community Survey 5-year estimates. How are you going to improve food access and increase household income in the area?
Well, it's a lot to ask for one person to take care of. I see myself as a member of a team because I'm in the state government lane, and we have our federal partners, we have our county and our local municipal governments. My job and my goal at the moment is to make sure we're all on the same page. A lot of people are unaware of the fact that Broome County is the second poorest county in the state of New York by percentage of population. Brooklyn is third. Kings County and the Bronx is number one. We have gotten consistently worse over the years. We're not improving. So I think the first thing, it may sound kind of simple, is to get a recognition and acceptance of the circumstances we're in, and to get everybody working together on some solutions. At the same time, we're dealing with high levels of poverty. We have a dramatic worker shortage in every single sector that you could think of, from childcare to healthcare to education, all points in between, the trades, all of it. And we have people who I truly believe we can engage in the workforce again, or those who are working multiple jobs just to make ends meet. So I think if we put our heads together, we can grow an economy that engages everyone, as opposed to just trying to bring new people in. We want to, prevent people from leaving town, but we want to engage people who may have fallen off the radar a little bit. So number one, recognition of the condition we're in, and number two, coming up with some solutions and some approaches to, to people we can get back into the workforce. And then, of course, if we don't address our housing shortages, housing across all demographics, we're really just going around in circles because, people who may want to move their companies here aren't finding good housing. And people who want to stay here and raise a family are finding a difficult time finding houses. So we've got a lot of challenges, but we have a lot of spectacular resources here. You don't find every town with 2 rivers and a beautiful valley and nice people and a lot of really great resources. Double A Mets. Sorry, Mets fan. Sorry. Yeah, we've got a lot going for us. We just need to get our focus straight between all the partners, all the government lanes working together.
Absolutely. And I think this is something you did touch on this before, but how would you like to create more affordable housing in your district? And if so, how would you go about doing that?
Well, the state's Department of Housing and Community Renewal has a lot of resources. I mean, we have regular rounds of grants going out to municipalities. We are at the front of the line every year. We have gotten consistently year after year funding for all manner of projects. Those are largely driven by the city of Binghamton and Broome County. So my job is to make sure those resources are there and to remove barriers, which we've had to do on a couple of occasions, to things that have made it harder for our places to apply, timelines, other complications that we could remove and make things a little bit easier. So if you talk to our municipal government leaders, they will give you a huge list of affordable housing projects that are underway. I am at the same time working on single family homes, which is something, not only new single family homes, trying to find a way of renovating the old single family and double family homes. We've got great housing stock out there, but unfortunately it's fallen into disrepair because of the economy. So I'm working on all fronts, and helping our municipalities, but also recognizing we need some new development as well.
Absolutely. So, what are your plans to improve transportation in your district, and how will you work with towns, cities, and other municipalities in your district to improve transportation?
So my district is mostly urban and suburban. They call my district the urban center of Broome County. I have some rural, but very little up in Vestal. So we're pretty much a car-driven operation around here. Certainly, I share the frustration of our metropolitan bus system, our county bus system, that they don't have as many resources as they would like to expand routes, especially routes to help people get to different shifts. So on the one hand, for the people who rely on buses, to try to make sure we have more routes available, but for the driving public, to actually have some awareness of the condition our bridges are in, how people would like to drive on smoother roads so they don't damage their cars. And, it would be lovely if we had rail where we have, passenger rail. We've got plenty of freight rail, but that's always been a dream to get rail available to our communities. And then I chair the caucus, the aviation caucus, co-chair with the senator. I spend a lot of time trying to solve the issue of increased planes coming in and out of the Broome County Airport. We have a brand new airport being built, and we're counting on the fact that a modern airport is going to attract some new carriers. So I'm focused on roads and bridges and all of that, airports, and in addition to helping our bus system. Those are some of the things I'm up to.
Absolutely. Is there anything else you would like to share to help students decide who deserves their vote?
Um, the only thing I would say is that I am very connected to Binghamton University. I wouldn't be here without Binghamton University. I have the long view of having seen this university grow over a long stretch of time, and it has increasingly become a standout place. I think some people are a little surprised to see the standings for Binghamton University. So I come from Binghamton University, being an alum. I have the experience of teaching here. I'm actually, a lecturer, a professor at heart. That's kind of my background, who accidentally found herself in politics. And I work hard. I work hard, and I'm very, very attuned to student needs and just how Binghamton fits in, how vitally important it is to local economy as well. So, thanks for asking.
Thank you so much for coming today. Students, please make sure to check out the other videos to see all of the other candidates, and don't forget to vote on November 5th. If you have any questions, please come to the Center for Civic Engagement, located across the marketplace.